Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up. Come on. The lion. Here. The lion. New man on the next so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. Get in here, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time. Get in here, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
Yeah. You know y'all want to be in here. You know y'all got stuff to say to us.
Today is your day. If you want to get on here, get up on here.
Come on and say what you got to say, because we both are in that same place, ladies and gentlemen.
Both feeling down this week. Man. It's
Not
going down. Let's get
Not a good feeling.
We start tagging all the people.
Go ahead and get them in here. Because we ready.
Man.
We ready. We know y'all are in here.
We know.
Oh my goodness gracious.
We know what's going down today.
Listen to the round table. Let me just start sending it to folks.
Oh yeah.
Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my. Oh God.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man.
It's one of those days. It's one of those days. Bad.
I can't even. I don't even want to think about it, man. I don't want to think about it.
I know.
The farther away it is, better. Although it still don't make it that much better. It don't change.
I know. I talked to somebody today who's also a Washington fan. They said they just can't even. They don't even have the energy to bash me because of the history that was made with you guys on Thursday. But we will get into that. We will get into all of our pain for this show. We're just super excited to have you guys on the show. Thank you guys for joining. Bishop, I see you. Both of y'all sorry. Oh, wow, yeah. Bishop coming in with the Dukes. Man.
Wow.
What's up, Alex?
Wow.
What's up, man? Yeah, it's about
What's going
that
on,
time.
Alex?
It's about that time.
Man.
Man.
Both of our teams in the dumpster, and this guy, Alex, the Detroit Lions.
Man.
They the top team, baby.
Kill it.
What is going on? Come on.
We worried about them now. Golly.
Come on. And don't get it twisted. Don't matter what happened Thursday. Y'all better still be worried. That's all I'm saying.
We ain't worried. We ain't worried.
That's all I'm saying.
We're going to get to that later.
Yeah.
We're going to get there later. What's up, everybody? We are super excited to have you on the show. We're going to get started, man. It's just got to happen. It's got to happen, Sean.
Oh, yeah.
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Yeah.
The greatest show in Northern Virginia. If you don't know, now you know. With me and my boy Sean, we got the greatest freaking network, the Let's Talk Football family, man. If you do not know, now you know. You got to be a part of this network. You got to share, be a friend. We get down to the down and dirty when it comes to this game, but we also keep it real. I'm a Cowboys fan. He is a Washington fan. And, yeah. Oh, man.
What is this,
man,
David? Too early, brother.
David, we got to stay positive. You know, I'm probably the most positive person that anybody has ever met. David, we got to be positive. We got to stay.
Did you see David's post yesterday?
I saw it. I saw a lot of people's posts, but we react. But this is what we got, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we have. We're gonna talk about it. Sean, let's get into it. Happy Indigenous American Day.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Absolutely. Everybody, for those of you who don't know, that's formerly known as Columbus Day, but now we trying to be progressive and come and hit it the right way. So now, happy Indigenous Americans Day. Definitely, hey, that is good. And some people still got days off, some people didn't. I know schools were out.
I took off. That was in the morning. I took off. I was going to go to work, but I just said no. I can't do it. I'm hurting.
Hey,
I'm
Bishop
sorry.
said it best. Nothing to brag about. No. Yeah, see,
I'm sorry.
Yours is still fresh, although mine is still fresh as well.
Yeah. Real fresh. I don't even want to go into work tomorrow. As much trash as I talk. So.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Man.
Yo, real quick. Also, we are almost through with, but still in the midst of National Hispanic Heritage Month.
Woo!
Latinx brothers and sisters. Shout
Let's
out to
go.
You, for sure. So,
Let's go. We gotta shout it out, man. We absolutely love it. Celebrating all the cultures, everyone. Gotta shout out the National Hispanic Heritage Month, man. It's awesome. I'm super excited for it.
Absolutely.
Shout out to him, man. Son, we gotta get into it, man.
Let's do it.
We gotta get into it. Overreaction Monday. Overreaction Monday, man. This is our time where we can talk about things that have happened this weekend, that has happened, and we just gotta. Are we overreacting on it? Is it going to be a game changer or not? So it looks like we got a couple overreaction Monday. But before we do that, we got to talk about the game tonight. The game tonight first. Let's get the Christmas trees out the way.
Oh yeah. The Raiders from Las Vegas, who are struggling now. They're 1-3, but they are up against a 2-2 Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
With Jordan Love at the helm. But I think the name of this game is injuries. Bakhtiari for the Packers is out. Xander and Aaron Jones, their running back, are questionable. Then you go to the other side, and the Raiders with Devontae Adams out and they are questionable. And then Nate Hobbs, he's the corner, he's out. So these guys are already struggling, and now they got all these injuries. What are you expecting from this?
Man, I'm looking at Green Bay Packers as 2-2, and the Raiders that are 1-3. Raiders have been really disappointing thus far this season. Yeah. So, oh man, wow! I'm here to support the Niners. Oh wow, we're gonna get there. Wow. We're gonna get there. Golly, they're coming in shooting already. All right, so I'm gonna go with the Raiders, Sean. I think Garoppolo's back, I believe. So I feel like maybe they got a chance. I just feel like with the injuries on the Green Bay side, and that's not really knowing. If Aaron Jones is playing, I think that gives them a great possibility. But we're going to see. But I think I'm going to go with the Raiders 20-17.
Ooh, I like that. I've been on the Jimmy G bandwagon for a long time. I've been driving that bandwagon myself. I'm a huge Jimmy G fan. And if Devontae is out, he still has so many weapons. And I really want to go with the Raiders. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Raiders. I got to stick with my gut. Shout out to them. Green Bay now with potentially not having their corner. Their run game has been absent. And now Bakhtiari's out. Yeah, I think there's a little bit too much to overcome. So I got the Raiders getting it done close in a close game, 27-26.
Okay, close game. Yeah. Hey, I got Green Bay, so yeah, they'll probably lose. Hey, it happens that way. In this game, you really never know, man. We just want to know what you guys think. Tell us what you guys think. Raiders, Green Bay, who do you got? It's going to be very interesting. I know where there's a perceived weapon that is useless. He might wear two-tone blue. Wow. Wow. They're just slicing and dicing today. It's okay. It's okay. I don't have to feel this often, so I will take the L's where it comes. So it's okay. It's all right. Hey, let's get on to it. Overreaction Monday, Sean. Overreaction Monday.
Yo,
I know
real quick.
Sad about this.
Quick. I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna play a video because I am somebody that when I speak, if it's right, I'm gonna let you know it was right. But if it was wrong, well, just go ahead. was on here a week ago saying that Washington had a bye week. Now you might see I'm wearing random stuff. It's all different. Yeah. Because like my team, I'm a clown. And I was completely wrong. Washington is hot garbage. Ladies and gentlemen, it didn't even look pretty. And for those of you that do not know, Washington lost to how many wins did the Bears had coming into this game?
I think they hadn't won a game since last October.
Since Elon Musk bought Twitter.
Since Elon Musk's Twitter. In that span of time, every North American sports team has won at least one game from every league, from the NFL to the MLB to the NHL to the NBA. Every team since then has won a game except for the Chicago Bears until Thursday night.
He schooled you. He schooled you on the numbers of how many teams have won. John.
So, ladies and gentlemen, on this Overreaction Monday, we need to discuss it. Washington, winless. We lost to the winless Bears. We need to fire everybody.
They haven't won in 14 games. 14 games. You broke a 14-game losing streak. Washington, Sean, where are the issues? Are you finally willing to concede? And this has been a long 3 to 4 year conversation that me and my brother have had faithfully. And like me, I'm a diehard. When I ride. I know what they say about my boy Dak. I know what they say about Ron Rivera. And I've been telling Sean from day one, and every year he's like, you got to give him more time. He's got to have this. He's got to have... Sean, what you thinking, man? What's happening?
I'm going to tell you something. I tried to be cordial and nice and say, hey, man, the Bears, they're gonna do something. They're going to be all right. It's going to be a close game. I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt, but in my mind, I knew there's no chance. Washington is dead. We're better than this. When I saw that first half, Janae, I wouldn't have had a problem if Magic Johnson and Josh Harris came down and just said, okay, all of you, go. We're going to bring in a new team right now, and they're going to come in the second half. Because what I saw on Thursday night was an abomination. I can't. Look, Rivera is... I'm tired of saying he starts slow. I'm tired of saying people would run through a big brick wall for him. Because at the end of the day, it always starts this way. It's always
every game. 1-4. Every single game, you guys, except for the Eagles. The Eagles wasn't surprising. You guys kept up the entire time. But when I tell you, every game this season, Sean, you guys have been down by 20 points in the first half. Every game. In the first half. And expecting Sam Howell to just perform miracles in the second half, which he is very good at. But it seemed like just when I thought things are going to turn around, I'm like, whoa, all right, here it goes. Washington's about to come on back. He throws a pick, and after that pick, it was over. It seemed like it took the life out of Washington, and they couldn't do anything after that. Defensively, either.
At the end of the day, okay, offensively, one thing we also have said is that Sam has no offensive line in front of him.
None.
This team of the Chicago Bears, another stat that our buddies, the Walshes, told me. Coming into this game, they had 2 sacks, Janae. 2 sacks by that Chicago defense. In 4 games, they had 2 sacks. You know how many games they had?
How many they get against y'all? How many sacks they get against your boy?
5. No names are getting multiple sacks against us, having career days against us. We don't run the ball. I think we had like 6 carries for 10 yards by Brian Robinson. Sam Howell ended up having almost 400 yards, but a lot of that is because he had to catch up. He's playing catch up with these guys. DJ Moore had the game of his life. I don't know what y'all want me to say.
The game of his entire life. If you had him on your fantasies, he scored 49 points.
Yeah.
49 points. Yeah, the O-line is just, I mean, there's nothing really you can say. The O-line is just struggling. And look at Alex. Outside of 2 seasons in his coaching career, Rivera has failed to hit above 500 in multiple seasons. Like, what can you do? What can you do?
Look, we give him the benefit of the doubt because it never fails that at the beginning of the season it starts slow, but somewhere in between week 7, week 8, right around the bye week, we start clicking, and then we run off 3 or 4 victories, and you have guys like Taylor Heineke, Kyle Smith, Dwayne Haskins, Alex Smith, all these random quarterbacks coming in here and getting 3 or 4 victories in a row and giving us that hope. But at the end of the day, you can't play the season and the game from behind. You can't keep trying to climb up that wall. We're not that good. We're not
gonna work.
good.
It's not gonna work, man. I'm sorry. I know you said I jinxed it because I think that they're going to get their first win.
You absolutely did.
You wrote me the entire night saying you hate me, and I do apologize.
You absolutely
I didn't think it could happen in my mind, but I'm like, hey, why not go on a limb and say they're going to win? And they did win. How many years have you been using the same excuses, Sean? I know that move very well being a Buck fan for 45 years. It's hard to give up. It's hard. But, I mean, hey, they saying Bieniemy should be your coach now.
That's what they're saying. And look, at the end of the day, that's what people have been saying. They've been saying Bieniemy is the guy. He's coming in here to replace the older Ron Rivera. Oh, okay, let's pump our brakes on that because we know Bieniemy could be a great offensive coordinator. But is he really – there's a reason why he has not been put in that position to be a head coach. It's not like we're the first team that he interviewed with to be a head coach of the team. But I do think that for him to make that lateral move, he wanted to go to a place where his success would be all on him. The problem is if it doesn't work, that's also going to be on him. And I think we have a lot of talent, but he's not ready for head coach, in my opinion, yet. But
you gave up all your top tier players. You gave up your good old offensive linemen. You guys had a decent offensive line.
You had a great line.
Now they're all spread out. You know, Trent's go. I mean, come on, man. It just.
But it's the other thing is this is another thing about Rivera that's a big problem. Our drafts. If you look at the last 2 years, our second round picks in the last 2 years, we had Fadarius Mathis, defensive tackle. He got hurt after the first game last year and really has not done anything since. This year, our second pick was Jartavius Martin. He hasn't even played.
Nope.
He hasn't played. You saw what our first round pick did. They had to yank Forbes out the daggone game because he was getting bodied by a little dude. So I'm a little upset, Janae.
So are we overreacting? Do we think that this is a turn for the worse for Washington, or do you think that your boy's going to turn around?
Well, I know one thing. I was crazy last week when I said we're going to win 3 in a row. And my partner over here reminded me of that this week. So, no, we will not win 3 in a row. But we have Atlanta and we have the Giants. The Giants are terrible, but they always seem to look good against us. So I can't count that one out. Atlanta, if Atlanta runs the ball, then yes, they'll be fine. But they still have issues on defense as well. Look, at the end of the day, if we lose these next 2 games, Josh Harris and Magic, you already saw Magic tweeted after the game. So Magic is going to come down. And he's going to be like, this ain't my team.
It's probably going to be time to shake things up if you don't win against these next 2. Because then it only gets worse for you guys. The harder games are coming.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
NFC East has to play these tough ones. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Trent Williams, Brandon Sheriff.
Great players. They had good players, and me and Sean have talked about this. I mean, we could beat it over the head, but we've talked about this. They always do this. Bruh,
BG, tell them.
Looking forward, we may win, we may lose.
It's 50-50. It's this, but my issue, and then we're done, with this. My issue, Janae, is how excited I was when we changed the name, we changed the culture, Dan Snyder left, all these great things happened, and then all of a sudden, Nothing has changed.
Yeah,
Nothing
the
has
energy.
changed.
You can feel the energy. And when they did the interviews outside the stadium this past Thursday, you can tell the energy is fading. Now, they are excited about, the new culture. They are. Washington fans, one thing I can say, they are loyal as hell. They are sticking with their team. But you can see that, again,
Here we go
you're starting
again.
to feel that.
Here we go.
They were interviewing people. You could feel it from the fans because you had that game one when you guys won and that excitement we talked about it, episode 1, how it's just so much excitement from you guys.
It's not, you know what's worse though? Because game 1 and then even the Broncos game, we come back in that one. And then, we have the Bills game where it's like, oh my God, but then you have this great game against a division rival and one of the best teams in the league, and you're just riding this high like, yes. And you're like, there's no possible way that we're gonna lose to this team. But there is a way. There is a way. You just show up and they beat you. And you know what? That's the second home game we've been to, Janae. And you know what? That's also the second time we've sold out the stadium.
Yes, you guys are selling out the stadium. You guys are selling out.
So a sold out stadium saw us get beat twice. And we're gonna move on. But before we do, because my dear Janae wants to throw me that love, and I appreciate it, Janae. But I wasn't the only one that had some choice words about what was gonna happen in the future. Take a look at this. Let's go.
Let me go ahead and put my hat back on.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
It's been a long time coming, but I know the change gonna come. The Cowboys.
Oh, Lord.
Will finally.
Don't do it.
Finally.
Oh, my goodness.
Beat the San Francisco 49ers at 8 o'clock on Sunday night. This Sunday, the Cowboys change is gonna come. I'm not gonna sing anymore.
I think Alex said it best.
Alex, you're coming in with those notes perfectly. My defense comment, I had to delete it because Alex was like, that aged terribly. Now the song aged terribly. God, we got crushed.
Oof. I like this. I know you'll like this.
Cowboys ain't beating anyone without Kellum. Oh, no. Here we go, man.
It's your boy. Incidentally, the team you play next. That's, I think you need him back.
We lost, ladies and gentlemen. We lost. Hey, listen. I would like to talk about that, Kate. I mean, everybody's saying, "Oh, Dak, the interceptions." I mean, we were in the third quarter. They were crushed. I mean, the fourth quarter. They were crushing us by the time he threw those 3 picks. They were crushing us. So you can say what you want about Dak. Oh, my God, here he goes again, the 3 interceptions. We weren't coming back. We weren't coming back in the fourth quarter. Yes, I will say that they were horrible interceptions, 3 in a row. They were bad. Dak was bad. But everybody was bad, Sean. It wasn't just Dak. The stupid defensive calls, the stupid things that the defense was doing. They had Bland standing over McCaffrey after you just got a great third down. Like, you didn't even need to stand over him. Like, these dumb things that were happening. Micah Parsons, they shut him out. The coaches didn't move my boy Micah. He kept playing against Trent. Why would you put him against Trent every time? Move my guy around. We have been talking all season long, all 2 years that this guy has been playing, that he can play anywhere, right? Anywhere. Put him anywhere. And that's the best part about him. We can move Micah. We didn't move Micah nowhere. We put him right in front of Trent every time. Somebody who, when they retire, will be a Hall of Famer. Come on, man. I'm sad that we got blown out this way, but sometimes you need a smack in your mouth. And I needed a smack in my mouth because I was, you know me, y'all know me, gung-ho over my team, gung-ho, I'm a ride or die, they the best in the world. I'm shutting up for the rest of the season. They have gotten a loyal fan to shut up. And I am shutting up. But I'm not going to get on the bandwagon of it's time to put Trey in. I'm not doing all that. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, yes, Dak threw 3 picks in the fourth quarter. We were already down, I guess by that time, I want to say we were down 28-10 already. 28-10 in the fourth quarter. They scored 14 in the fourth quarter. I mean, come on. They put Sam Darnold in, and he got a touchdown. He got some. So I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. The whole team got an F. There's what is his name? He talks about the F game. We had an F game. All around, every player, nothing was great. Coaches, lots of blame will go around, but Dak is highly okay. And we got to talk about that too, Ben. My boy waited longer than anybody to get a check. Did he not? He waited over his 5 years to get a fat check. If they want to talk about him being paid, he was good back when he wasn't getting paid. So when they get these checks, all of a sudden you're going to say, oh, well, now he getting money. He got to. No, man, that's not how it worked. He gave you 5 years of no money. You were getting him on bare minimum. Yes. Now, he was a highly paid for commercials and all that. But don't worry about his commercials because that's his side business. The league was not paying him until year 6. He's on year 8, ladies and gentlemen. 2 years of being a highly paid quarterback. And now all of a sudden, oh, well, we do pay him too much money. Man, and there's a lot of quarterbacks out there getting money. Y'all don't say the same thing about Joe Burrow. He ain't doing crap this year, but he got a fat check. Lamar, he just got a fat check. And y'all don't say Lamar needs to get put out. Oh, put what's his name in over Lamar. Nobody says that. They only say it for Dak and the Cowboys. And I understand, but I'm not going to do that. We know the game. We know. But putting their money into it, come on. He played 5 years for no money. You got nothing. You got him on his rookie deal. You used him up. Goff got paid. Stafford got paid in that time. For all those quarterbacks Wentz got paid. Dak didn't get no money. He's only on year 2 of getting fat money, and everybody's like, oh, well, y'all pay him too much money. Come on, man. Look, Dak's been in the playoffs. Wait a minute. Whoa. Dak's been in the playoffs faithfully. So I hear you about Lamar being in the playoffs. So is Dak. What are you going to say? Look up Dak's numbers for the playoffs. He's been there. Same thing with Lamar. Can't get over the hump. Same thing with Josh Allen. Josh Allen got money. I understand what we're saying, but I can't rely. We're going to have to pay him regardless. So y'all acting like the money, we're just going to be like, oh, put Trey Lance in when you're giving the man $40-something million a year. No, you can't do that.
Yeah, don't put Trey Lance in. Don't do that. Please don't let that conversation come out.
The conversation is dumb. I understand the hurt that people are going through. I'm feeling it too. But the conversation of, oh, get Dak out of here, we can't. We can't. Quarterbacks go through horrible times. Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, you can go down the list. Aaron Rodgers last year. Quarterbacks go through bad years. But I'm not throwing him away. At the end of the day, it was bad 3 picks. But it was the fourth quarter. We were already out of it. Y'all looking at him and saying, oh, look at him smiling. How many times have you heard about something and you smile? Like, what the hell? Like, they just bash. Oh, look at this man smiling on the sideline. He wasn't even talking to anybody. He was literally down. You could tell he was down. The whole team was down. But I think that we dive too much into it. All quarterbacks go through. My quarterback is going through. I'm not going to abandon ship. I can't abandon ship. We got to pay him regardless. So I can't abandon ship for Caleb next year, whatever. We can't. We got to pay him. Unless somebody comes and takes Dak from us, we got to pay him. You can come get Ryan T if you want him. Nah, we're good. We're good. Sometimes you got to get smacked in your mouth. The team was riding on a high when they did win. They were smacking teams like this, and now it's our turn. We got smacked. We got work to do. Defense, we got work to do. Offense, we got work to do. That's all. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, we got punished. We got punished in all facets of the game.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful, and that almost makes up for the 20-point loss to the winless Bears. Almost. But thank you for that. That was beautiful.
We all gotta have them. We haven't lost like that in a long time. But we got smacked in the mouth this time, Sean. Y'all can gloat.
Oh yeah.
Y'all can gloat for a little bit.
I can't say anything. I can't say anything right now. I'm not gonna say anything. But look, we do have to, real quick, move on. One more overreaction. We've been beaten by Philly.
Yep.
Y'all were beaten by San Fran. These guys are the only two undefeated teams left, and they're both in the NFC. By far, best two teams in the NFC. They're on a collision course to rematch in the NFC Championship. I mean, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I
can't see anybody right now
against the Eagles. I don't want to sound like a hater against the Eagles.
Yeah.
I just think that if we're looking at it right now, week 5, I don't think there's anybody on the San Francisco tier. Nobody. I don't think that the Eagles are there. Yes, they're 5-0. Yes. But I don't think that they are San Francisco. They're good. They are good. They are better than us. I'm not trying to even bring it to like, oh, she's hating on the Eagles because she's a Cowboy fan. They're good. They're just not San Francisco. The weapons. Christian McCaffrey last week got his. Three touchdowns. This week it was Kittle, 3 touchdowns. They can utilize one person and make it happen. They've got so many weapons. And Purdy, you're right. Purdy is great. Super poised, super comfortable, great offensive line. I mean, there's things that you can do when you got that many weapons, great offensive line. Purdy is cooking. He looks great. No hate against Purdy. I mean, me and Sean talked about it last week about it. Should he be in the top 10? I mean, golly. I mean, if he didn't prove it after this week, he should for damn sure be in the top 10 playing like that. I mean, with the team, everything that they're doing, questions, are the Niners peaking too soon? I don't think so, because I think that this is where, like, if you reverse it, I think this is where the Eagles were last year. The Eagles at this point last year were so scary because of just all their weapons, how they were just manhandling teams. I don't think so. I think that they could probably ride this. I just don't see anybody coming close. They are just that good. Now, I want to say the Eagles are on the very next tier, but to me, top tier right now, and that's AFC, NFC. The Niners are just all over the place. They're awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And look, I don't think they're peaking too early. I think both of them, this is muscle memory. This is almost like Georgia in college football right now.
Yeah.
They don't have to do it pretty all the time. Like you saw that game that came down to the wire against us, but Philly knows in crunch time how to get it done. And San Francisco, I mean, I don't think it mattered if it was the Cowboys or if it was anybody. They would have walked anybody. Like they are that team right now. And with a healthy Purdy on that squad, watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Oh, we got to hit on Chris. Chris said, Overreaction Monday, the dang Titans lost to Anthony Richardson's team. You want an overreaction? I can certainly give you some. That was crazy. And it looks like Richardson is out, right? He's out.
He got hurt, messed up his shoulder or something like that. Still playing well, but he's out. You know, actually, and a good point on that, because for the Colts, Jonathan Taylor gets the 3-year extension, but he don't even barely get the ball. Zach Moss goes for almost 170 yards.
Literally.
Come on.
But, I mean, it also proves that the Colts could be really nasty, man. The Colts could be really nasty. If they don't even have to use Taylor the way they should be using him and still winning, looks pretty damn good to me. Looks pretty good, man. I'm sorry about that, man, Chris. Yeah. The Titans are just not the same team as what we've been used to seeing.
Yeah, and this point right here is it's damning. I hate it. Richardson has been hurt 3 times in 5 games. Yeah. Obviously, everybody is going to be on their soapbox. A running quarterback is worse. He's going to get hurt too much. Look, if you can be smart about it and get down when you're supposed to, then you'll be fine. But a lot of these quarterbacks, a la RG3, wants to be Superman, and you can't do that if you're brittle. You have to be a businessman. You got to play smarter and play for a longer term career, and not just one game. One game, It can't be the have all to end all. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%. I
But
think
even
the same
with them,
thing.
they got a good backup. So
Minshew was good in those games. He absolutely was. I think he's trying to make a run back for being an actual starter.
Very true. Very true.
Absolutely.
Very true.
And I think they're going to be fine with him. I think they'll be fine with him. Minshew, wherever he goes, he brings this energy. Philly and San Francisco, man. Yeah, they're at the top. I just think that San Francisco's got the edge. They have proven it to me. They have proven it to me, man.
Absolutely. Yo, let's go ahead and move on real quick. But before we do, let's get a little quick video from the Lady Show.
Hey, Nicole, what you thinking about this Giants San Francisco game?
I have a song in my head, and I was moving so much to it, it moved my car back and forth while I was at a stoplight, and it was San Francisco, where's your disco? So I'm going with San Francisco, where's your disco? With a 22-18.
Oh, okay, so close game.
You're making us a score.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love a close game. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Ladies Takeover. Let's go. Hey, if you don't know, Ladies Takeover show is on Thursday nights, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Man, we are super excited, man. It's a great show. And Nicole, man, she just brings life. I love being on the show with Nicole and Delilah. They are awesome. I mean, the show is just so unique. Tune in because we definitely got some good things going on that show, and you learn a lot. All right.
Absolutely. Yo,
we gotta
let's
get
move
on to the next piece of this show, Sean.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yo, let's hit this scoreboard really quickly, talk about these games. Real quick, we're going to go down the list. KC gets the victory 27-20 without Miss Swift, Taylor Swift there. Interesting. They could still win without her.
Yeah, it looked like Kelsey almost got hurt. Well, he did get hurt, but then he came back in, scored a touchdown. So just when you thought he may be down, he got back up and scored a touchdown.
Look, Taylor Swift said, you can't be with me if you're on the field. All right, get it together. But look, this game I think is more damning for the other side because, we've all heard talks about Kevin O'Connell being on that hot seat. And we're going to talk about the potential loss of Justin Jefferson. Do they need to blow things up at 1-4 for Minnesota?
It's not looking good. It is not looking good for a quarterback who usually does great with the numbers, man. He's, Kurt, he does great numbers a game. It's just looking like they're not really clicking. Your best person is out. I really don't know. It may be that time, but God, they're 1-4.
Yeah,
it's getting pretty bad.
I don't, again, they got the Bears in their division, so and Green Bay is looking subpar. Nobody's catching the Lions right now, but I think Johnny said it. Cowboys are blowing themselves out. So
not the Cowboys, the Vikings. Damn,
the Vikings.
Damn, you know what?
It was just so beautiful. It's subconscious. It's in my, I just came out of my mouth, man. I don't even know.
I hear you. I see you. Hey, but they got it. Like you said, I mean, the division's up in the air, but the way the Lions are playing right now.
So that's the thing. We'll see. Speaking of the Detroit Lions, we got a shout out David Ferguson jumping out here in the comments. What up, David? How you doing, sir?
How about those Cowboys?
Yeah.
We sucked. That's how about them.
It was bad. It was bad. Look, let's go into it. That the Carolina Panthers got destroyed again this time by Detroit. Detroit put 42 on them. Carolina's 0-5. I think we knew this about Detroit. We knew how good they were going to be, but Carolina, dear God,
they're just bad. They're just bad. And they had the audacity to get rid of players. Like you could get rid of players and knowing that no. They look bad. there's no excuse for Carolina to be just this bad. New quarterback, new situation. It just looks horrible.
This is unbelievable. I mean, think about this time last year. You got Robbie Anderson. You got Christian McCaffrey. You got, you know what I mean? Darnold, shoot, he was even on the squad. You had weapons on your team. And then, like, within a week, you get rid of all of them. We see what CMC's doing. You know what I mean? I can't say the same for Robbie Anderson, but CMC's tearing it up out there. So, I mean, Carolina, I feel for y'all.
Yeah, sorry. I think we'll talk about you guys a little later.
Yeah, because you were definitely leading that list. 42 points without Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, Brian Branch on the defensive side.
So true. True.
I think, look, we honestly got to say, outside if you got Philly and San Fran up here, I think that next tier starts with Detroit, man. I think they're the best, the third best team in the NFC. Yeah. You certainly ain't y'all. So do not even try to make that mouth face at all. Because after you put up 10 against San Francisco, come on now. Come on. You good? You all right? Look, would you like us to move on? Would you like us to move on?
Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and
Yo, David is in here, so we have to talk about his Steelers. You know who's actually ranked number 3 in the AFC? The Steelers. Now, I got to say this. Okay, David, look, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt when it comes to college basketball and Duke. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt most years when we're talking about that Steelers defense. But I watched this game yesterday. Y'all team looked terrible, okay? If Lamar Jackson's receivers weren't dropping everything under the sun, y'all would have been blown out in this game. But somehow, you find a way to win this thing in the end. I'm not giving you, I can't say anything, but still, I was not impressed.
I'm not ready to crown the Steelers the best of the best. I mean, I'm not willing to do it. But they did play against a hot Texans team, and they lost against the Texans. One week ago.
Very true. Oh yeah.
So I don't want to, and they do have a ton of injuries. I will give it to them, but come on. You beat a Ravens team who, they definitely gave you the game. I watched it as well. Mm-hmm. I would be highly disappointed. I mean, I was disappointed in a lot of things for the Ravens game, but shout out to the Steelers. They did get a dub. That's all I can say.
Wait, let's look at this schedule. They got the Rams, they got Jacksonville, Tennessee, Green Bay, Cleveland, a struggling Cincinnati who is kind of pulling together, Arizona, New England. So those are 2 bye weeks, and then Indy, and they end with Cincinnati and Seattle. It's easy, but your offense is terrible right now. That O-line is
doable. It is doable.
Absolutely.
But they are going to play against a hot Rams team that's trying to, get them their offense back on track with Kupp coming back. And they are going to play the Jaguars, who definitely showed themselves in London and did very well for themselves. So we will see. They're going to have to do that tiebreaker against the Browns, and they've already beat the Browns. So we'll see. We'll see. We gave this away, 6 made catches. This would have been at least a 14. Absolutely. The Ravens, they were dropping everything. I mean, stuff in their hands they were dropping. It was, yeah. But the Steelers got you dub. I'm not going to take away from it. My team didn't, so.
Oh, hey, yeah, we're both in that boat. Look, let's move on. You spoke about it. The Jacksonville Jaguars, we're going to talk about them a little bit later. Back-to-back weeks, getting a W across the pond. This week, I believe it's in London. And again, another year. The Bills fall to the Jags. Did the Jags have their number? Is the real Josh Allen on the Jags?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying it looked like the Jags defense were just doing a great job. They were able to contain Allen, and Josh wasn't able to do much. They played great to me. I think they did a great job. I mean, I can't take anything away from them. They're doing good in London. I think it gave them an advantage that they played 2 games back to back there. So I think that they were comfortable. They were already adjusted to the time, everything.
That's huge.
It just worked out in their favor. But I will say, my team is on a lot of people's mouths. I hope the Bills is on a lot of people's mouths as well because they didn't look great at all.
Well, and that's the thing. How do you gauge this? How do you judge the Bills now? Because you have a game where they beat at the time one of the best teams in the league in Washington.
Yep.
They were able to skunk us.
Oh God.
At the time, we were undefeated and better than everybody. Let's just saying that. All right. Then the next week, they shut down Miami, who put up 70 the previous week. And then they come and get this one. Now, mind you, and I got to shout out to my guy, Johnny D. Johnny was saying that jet lag is for real. And like you said, the Jags were over there for 10 days. They got time to get relaxed. The daggone Bills didn't get over there until Friday, I believe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yep.
It's going to be interesting.
It is what it is, man. The Jaguars, shout out to them. They got 2 dubs. Sorry, Bills. Hey, but we got to talk about this one, Sean. There was another team besides my team that just got skunked. And that was the Patriots again. The Patriots lost to the Saints 34-0. Jameis Winston looked like the MVP out there. He was looking good. I was like, dang, is this the old Jameis?
Slinging it around until you look at that other team and you see this team literally is done. They I thought we were imploding, but this team right here has not mustered a touchdown in the last 2 weeks.
Bill Belichick said out of his mouth that it needed to start over. We're still wondering what start over is. But I'm pretty sure the quarterback is probably going to be the top on that list.
Yeah, but even you know what? I'm gonna go out and say this, Janae. I've been fighting hard for this guy. I don't think either quarterback's the trick. I think where you got to start is the top. Bill.
Ooh, not
3
you.
points.
Not you. No.
3 points
not
in 2 weeks. 3 points in 2 weeks, Bill. I can't defend that. I can't. I'm sorry, buddy. Your time is good. Look, Johnny said it. Patriots are giving up 64 points in 2 weeks. They made y'all look like the daggone Super Bowl champs. And now you see what happened to the Jameis. Looks like,
Jameis was looking hot. He came up the field. Eating
right. I'm eating that W, man. And
it's not it. He's not it.
Not it.
They're gonna have to. When Bill Belichick said he needed to start over, and the interviewer was like, oh yeah, what do you mean by that? And he was just like, start over.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's a lot gonna be. Yeah, they need to start over for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sure. Yo, let's move down this list. Atlanta beat Houston, which Atlanta's another 50-50 team. We got to play them next week, so we'll see, man. As long as they give that ball to that boy Bijan Robinson, they're gonna be all right.
He cooking. He cooking.
Be all right. Oh, absolutely.
He cooking.
Absolutely. Yo, moving down, the New York Giants lose another one. They are 1-4. They lose to the Miami Dolphins. This should not have been a surprise, even though I was feeling a certain type of way last week, and I've missed on all my picks. I picked the Giants in this game, so missed on that one too. Saquon didn't play. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on from that one.
Saquon didn't play. Danny Dimes just looked not even like a dime. He's Danny Penny right now. He looks horrible. He looks horrible.
He does not look good. It does not.
Another quarterback that's been paid. You just can't just go away from it once they paid. Unless somebody wants to come and pick up the check, pick up the tab, it doesn't happen.
Brandon, who is him? Who is him? Dude, I hope you're not talking about Danny D. No. and put that little H on him. All right.
Yes.
Yo. Oh, but hey, all QBs that got paid are playing like garbage. Let's go to the next one. Cincinnati getting the W against the hapless Arizona Cardinals, 34-20. But Burrow, I mean, I'm not really impressed. This is what you're supposed to do. They're trash. I mean, the only teams Arizona can beat are the worst teams in the league.
You see? You just piling it on, okay? I'm going to remember all of this, Sean. Every segment. I see what you're doing. But yeah, you're right. I mean, but they won the game. Yeah. They should feel good. I mean, it looked like the Cardinals was trying to come get in this game, actually.
Right.
But they did pull it off. They won the game 34-20. I'm still not willing to dub them as back because No, Burrow ain't back, man. I don't think so.
I need
he's back. I think he did well. I just don't think he's back.
This I will agree with.
Jones have been playing really good. He's working his way to a starting position.
Yeah. Or at least getting paid somewhere on to be at least a backup or something, because the guy can come in and get it done. And look, every week this year, win or loss, and they've been 4 losses, but he's still been able to get that offense moving. You know what I mean? So shout out to him.
We'll see.
Burrow is back as of that game. I saw the fire back for my back. We'll see. We'll see if he's back.
We'll see about it. Burrow
was Arizona, guys.
That's very true. He looked way better than what he's looked like in the past. And we got to see going forward because, they can't sleep. We talked about that last week. Bengals cannot sleep. But we got to move on to the next game, man. The Eagles and the Rams. The Eagles 23, the Rams 14. Just when you thought the Rams may do something because got that excitement about Kupp. And Kupp did look good. Now, they were talking about easing him into the game, but the first half, he looked pretty damn good, Sean.
No, having him there and working with his mini-me Puka Nacua there, having a healthy Stafford, I loved it. But at the end of the day, the Eagles are still that team. We saw they like right before the half, they got a touchdown and, kind of took the lead. Look, that Eagles team is legit. And I love that. I want to see what that Eagles team can do. But the Rams team still need a line, still need to work that running game. They need more defense than just Aaron Donald. You know what I mean? So, hey, they're coming, but they're not there yet.
All right, we're gonna see. All right, Sean, we got to get on to this next one because it looks like this team right here is having them same struggles. The same struggles as most teams right now. The Broncos take a big fat L to the Jets, 31-21, and Russell Wilson is now in question on is he the guy? Do we think that Russ is still Russ? And in my opinion, from looking at the game and watching them, I think that Russ is hard to deal with. Like, if he's not even like Sean Payton is not Pete Carroll. Not at all. They don't coach the same. Sean Payton is in your face grind. I mean, we've heard some rumors about Sean Payton and how just dirty he could be. So I think that personality mixed with Russ and Russ not ever even having to go through the fire because Pete Carroll was just not like that. Marshawn Lynch actually said during his interview with Shannon Sharp, he said that Pete Carroll came to the team basically and was like, nobody address Russ. Like, basically, nobody tell Russ, anything about how bad he's doing. If you feel like there's something going on, you can come tell me, and then I will relay the message to Russ. And that was the initial why nobody banged with Russ, basically. Because then they got it to where he was treated like a special, somebody special that he couldn't be told when he was wrong about something, couldn't be told when he did something, that basically Russ went to Coach Pete Carroll and said, I don't want the team talking. And Pete Carroll went and addressed Richard Sherman and all of them and told them, don't address Russ. So I feel like with that personality mixed with Sean Payton, there's no way. But like we said, these are quarterbacks that are paid, that you just can't just get rid of. Sean Payton is paid. You just can't get rid of. So I don't know whether they're going to be able to make it work. But as of this season, Sean, I don't think the Broncos are going to be able to do it.
No, I agree. Look, Sean thought Russ was going to be his new Breeze, and he was not. Look, at the end of the day, the best years, in my opinion, are behind Russ. I think those years in Seattle were it. And it's funny because I watched that same interview with Shannon Sharp and Marshawn Lynch, and they talked about that play at the goal line. And when Russ is calling the play and everybody's looking at Marshawn like, are y'all serious right now? Like, what's going on here? And he even went up to Peyton after Sean Payton, or not Sean Payton. He went up to
Pete Carroll
after the game, after that play, and just laughed at him. Like, that was a stupid call. What are you talking about?
They said Russ didn't even want it. Russ didn't even want the ball.
No, but I heard they gave it to they didn't want to give it to Marshawn because they didn't want Marshawn to get that MVP. So there was some other stuff going
on.
Yeah, because Marshawn was balling out. Matter of fact, Marshawn had the run that got them to the goal line in the first place.
Absolutely,
so
he sure did.
That's a whole different story, but that does lend to the tale of Russ and how Russ, they're trying to prop him up. Because even at that Super Bowl that they beat against the Bills or against the Broncos, it wasn't Russ. It was that defense, that Legion of Boom.
I mean, it was Marshawn Lynch and the defense.
Exactly.
We're not going to act like, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have the top tier defense at that time. Russ wasn't doing much, you know what I'm saying, to get them there. But it is what it is. I just don't think it's going to work. I don't think the Broncos, they're 1-4. I don't think it's going to get any better. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, we got to move on. The Chiefs beat the Vikings 27-20. I expected this. Of course, I expected Kansas City to win. I didn't think it would be as close as it was.
Yeah.
But they pulled it off. Vikings just cannot seem to catch a break. Justin Jefferson is out. It just sucks. So what are we expecting from Russ and the Broncos? I'm expecting
a lot better than
first,
what we've seen.
Second round draft pick. That's what I'm expecting.
Oh yeah, or a trade. Oh, absolutely, yeah, big stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm expecting.
Absolutely. Look, yo, that was the scoreboard. We are going to go ahead and move on, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a lot of you here in the comments, and we appreciate it. So keep coming with those questions. We're going to the next segment of Like It or Not, ladies and gentlemen, where we give a topic, see if we like it, see if we don't like it, how we feel, what we think is going to happen going forward. So the first one, Janae, Justin Jefferson was hurt late in the game, and they're going to get checked out. They're going to get looked at by the doctors and everything. But if they don't have him on that team, do you like it or not, Minnesota's chances to get to the playoffs?
Not. I think that Justin Jefferson if we could all agree that he is a top three, I'm not even say 5, top 3 wide receiver in the league. He has definitely earned his cookies. I just don't think that they can get it done without him. Now, I could be wrong, but I just feel like they just don't have that finish. They can't finish. Yeah. And they already weren't utilizing Justin Jefferson as they're supposed to. And it hasn't been working. They've been losing. I think if you don't have him, I think the chances are definitely slim. Addison does have skills. Absolutely. I just don't think and they've been utilizing him. They've been utilizing
He's not Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah. And they've been utilizing him, but they're not winning by utilizing him. They're not winning. Yeah. Justin Jefferson you can win with him. He gives you so many yards after the catch. You can win with him. I just don't think if they don't have that clutch, because they needed to have started working him in. But if they don't have him at all, I don't know how they can do it. Not in that division.
Absolutely. Top 3 offensive player, period. Yes, definitely a game changer. And I agree. I do not like their chances at all. I just don't think that they're going to be able to be a real threat. Addison is a great receiver if he could do well on the field. We know he'd like to speed on and off the field. But if they can get Addison the ball, I mean, it'll be great. But Addison's not the threat. People don't fear Addison like they fear Jefferson. So
yeah, absolutely. Yep. It is what it is.
The Vikings have stuck with the best receiver in the league. Ain't doing nothing without him. Yep. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, 100% with you on that. And one more real quick. The Jags won consecutive games across the pond. Do we like that? Having back-to-back games overseas?
I didn't really like that. I did not like the fact that they got to stay and do one more game. I thought it'd be cool if you had somebody else come in. Now, I also do like the fact that they made good games. Like, these were good games. Normally, when they have the overseas games, it's usually just not a top tier. It's not going great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not the ones that you would want to see, like, tune in, wake up at 9:30 in the morning and be like, I'm going to tune in. But I've been tuning in, and I've been actually finding these games to be very good. Jags plan to move to London as permanent home in a few years ago. You know what? It seems like the culture there. Well, I would say there was a lot of Bills fans. Bills showed up in London.
I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that. And I've heard people say, it's a home game for the Jags and everything like that. But like you said, I was listening to the game on the radio coming back from church with you. And when the Bills had a good play, you could hear the roar in the crowd for the Bills just the same as you heard it for Jacksonville. So
absolutely,
both teams, and it, like you said, it was a good game, hard-fought game all the way to the end. So both teams were very into that one,
Absolutely. I thought it was a great thing. I don't want it to be the same team playing both weeks. If we're only going to have a limited amount of London games, let's get some excitement. Let's get some more teams out there. Let's get some good battles out there. Using the same team when you got 32 teams, I think we should probably get something.
Right.
I really like it, but it's got to be a setup different. Have 4 teams go. Absolutely, have 4 teams go for 2 weeks, and those 4 teams play back-to-back weeks in London. I think that would be great. Yeah, that way, you have different players, different things. I just don't like the fact that we got the same team playing 2 weeks in a row. I didn't want that one.
Right, because that's definitely an unfair advantage. Like I said, Buffalo got there on Friday to where the Jags had already been there for 10 days. So, you know what I mean? So there's a notable advantage. And I don't know if you saw, but a lot of the Buffalo players were really complaining, talking about that field. It's not AstroTurf. It was like cement.
Yeah, it's not
field.
the same.
It was like, oh.
Not the same.
I'm not trying to play on that. Like, come on now. Get out of here. Get out of here. So
it is what it is.
It is. And they're still going to be doing it. But I love that idea, Alex, by you. Oh, one more that you were talking about. Your corner, Wilson's
out. It looks like he's going to be out for a while. I think they were talking about 4 to 6 weeks. Could be even a longer. I mean, my whole team was just jacked up. Leighton Vander Esch as well. Out. Yeah, we got beat up. We got beat up and all that. And the sad part about Leighton Vander Esch, he just ran his head directly into Micah Parsons' rib. It wasn't even a different player. And we already know he had neck injuries. That's why he's got to wear the back thing for his neck. And yeah, it doesn't look quite good out, but I think he's also out for another 4 to 6 weeks. Dude. Hopefully, we don't know, but the neck injuries and all that,
I'm gonna be real.
This time, the injuries come.
I'm gonna be real with you on that one, and I'm not saying this because he is a good player, and I know what he does to us. But Vander Esch, man, honestly, genuinely, from a person's perspective, I honestly think he might need to call it quits, man, because that neck thing keeps coming back to him.
It does.
And you're going to get to a point where you're not going to be able to move off the field and it's going to have major neck issues for the rest of your life. And that, in my opinion, is not worth it. I mean,
I definitely don't like that part. I don't like the part that it is always his neck. We just gave him a check, so I know he's probably going to have to stick it out another year or two, but damn, it sucks. It sucks, man. But injuries happen. That time of the year where next man up, man, we're going to see, but that's just the way the league goes, man. That's just the way it goes.
So we're moving on. End of the first quarter in the Packers-Raiders game. Packers are up 3-0. Super high-scoring game in that one. Another Dan Morgan. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Got those injuries, and, man, those cut so many – they cut so many careers short. Speaking of teams whose careers and lifespans are cut short, we got to go ahead and move on to a topic that Washington used to be on. And I know my co-host wants to put us back on there, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Ladies and gentlemen, Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible, man. This is the list that on this show you do not want to be on, because it basically means it's an impossible mission as of right now for you to get to the playoffs. And it's just a list. Now, we have seen where teams have made their way off of this list and became contenders. So don't judge us now, but as of week 5, these are the teams that we have on this list. Carolina is the only team thus far who has not won a game, and it doesn't look like they'll win anytime soon. Man, I think out of all the teams we have right now, Carolina is probably my team that I think is just Sean. They don't look good, and I don't think they're going to look good.
I don't see anything change. I was very excited to see a new quarterback, a new head coach. They got a rookie wideout outside. Adam Thielen's over there. He balled out last couple of weeks. Look, they almost beat the Vikings, which I don't know if saying much because they're also on this list. But still, it's just awful. This does not.
Carolina just looks really, really bad, man.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about those 1-4 teams, man. New England, Denver, the Giants, Minnesota, and Chicago and Arizona. Man,
enough said.
Man. Okay, we got somebody who's trying to add somebody in there. Hey, the Patriots, after the last 2 games, they're definitely working their way.
They got to be on there.
Yeah. They got to be on there, man. They got to be. They got to be.
But I'm looking at this list today. We played Arizona. We know Arizona could play decent. Minnesota, we've seen they were in the playoffs a year ago. I just don't see much hope for many of these teams on here. No, I don't see them turning it around.
It just looks like, especially with New England, like they just look defeated. Yeah. They look defeated. Mac Jones looked like he wanted to cry on the sidelines this past week. It was that bad. I think Arizona, they got something. You know, they got good defense. Their defense is playing. Their defense is playing. I just think they got to make it click. I think they have a chance to possibly get off of this list. Maybe Minnesota, if a miracle happens. But as of right now, I think that these teams are here to stay. It just looks bad. Yeah. Anybody else? We want to know what you guys think, guys. Do you guys think somebody else should be on this list?
So Johnny said, why is the Raiders on this list? They're 1-3, but they're playing right now. So we kind of had them coming on the list, but what we were going to do is this is the list. These guys are on there, and they're going to be on there for a while. But there are some other teams that are 2-3 or 2-2, like Green Bay, and then 1-3, like the Raiders, that we were going to ask the question: do they need to be on this list? Are they going to
possibly be on the list? They could possibly be on the list, but we're given the benefit of the doubt. It is only 5 weeks. 2-3 is not bad because most of the league is in this range. The Jets, Bengals, Houston, Tennessee, Washington, and the Rams are all 2-3. I see potential in these teams. Tennessee may be on this list next week for me, but in the Jets as well. But the Jets pulled off a W. I mean, albeit the Broncos, but the Jets possibly is definitely going to be on the list for me soon. But I think Washington, they have spurts. And Washington just tricks you because I know Washington fans were encouraged when they saw them play against the Eagles. So they really look good in that game. So it can be different. The Rams, their offense, once Kupp gets back, acclimated and getting back to his team, I think they got a chance to definitely lift themselves up. I would say the Raiders are on the list. Tennessee, Packers, and maybe the Jets added on the list soon. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. We were just, like Sean said, trying to give them the benefit of the doubt because they could win against Green Bay tonight, and we could see a change. We'll see, man. This is just beginning. We had to start that Mission Impossible, man, because it was getting bad for some of these teams. But the list is fluid, like my boy Stephen A. would say. It's a fluid list, and it could change. So we'll see. We will see.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And look, as long as Joe Burrow is in Cincinnati, we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I honestly think Houston is a team that with their division and with the play of that defense and C.J. Stroud, they're not going to land on this list. Obviously, I'm biased on Washington, but to be honest with you, like BG said, 1 week we could win, 1 week we couldn't. I don't have that confidence. We play up to the Eagles, like you said, and we play down to the Cardinals and the Broncos and the Bears. So, and we got teams that aren't that great.
Wow, Mr. David. I see how Mr. David do the Cowboys need to be on Mission Impossible.
They put them on the list. Wow.
We still have the upper tier of the 3 wins. We're not 500 right now. We're a little bit better.
Wait till next week.
Hold off. My team has never been on that list, but it's a new day for everything. It's a new day for everything.
Absolutely.
And on this show, we are completely honest. I love what the Texans are doing too, Johnny. I really do.
Same here.
I really do.
Same here. Man, oh man. So yeah, this is the list right now. As you've seen, the people that are on the list, this is the group that is not on there yet, but depending on how the next couple weeks go, might potentially be on this list. I unfortunately have been on this list for a while. Last year, we were the committee chairmen for about 3 or 4 weeks. We ran the meetings and everything, did the time. It was all pretty good. But this year, with the new owners, we're not going to be back on this list. Even though we've lost the last 3 games, we're not going to be back on this list.
We will see. Only time will tell. Only time. I had to tell David that was mean. That was mean. Yeah. He's just being mean to my Cowboys. But I see. The world has given up. And that's how we like it. That's how we like it.
There it is. Look, we got to move on. We appreciate all of you guys being here with us, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, got to be honest with you. If you thought, we were a little cuckoo earlier, y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
That make me crazy.
Woo, does that make me crazy? Man, does that make me crazy, man? Well, me and Sean basically get to say things that are on our mind, and hopefully you guys don't think that we're too cuckoo, because we've been pretty off the last few weeks. But it's okay. Our imagination is still as big as day, and we still have a vision for this league. Sean, what is your first does that make me crazy?
You know what? Since everybody else is doing it, and everybody else is coming after you, I'm just going to go ahead and and keep the train going. Your team has been playing fairly interesting as of late. I went and I looked at your schedule, and at first I was like, oh man, they're winning these games. Look at them, they're 3-1. And then I looked at who you played. You played the 1-4 Giants, you played the 2-3 Jets, and you played the 1-4 Patriots. And albeit you blew them out, but they're not that good, Janae. And then I look at who you lost to, San Francisco. I'll give you that. Oh, the Cardinals. So, Janae, you're coming into the thick of your schedule, and I feel for you. I really do, but I also want to see your team lose so my team can step up. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. Since my team couldn't win these 3 games, there's going to be a team that's going to lose the next 3 games. Does that make me crazy? The Dallas Cowboys will lose the next 3 games. You heard it here first, ladies.
That make me crazy.
Oh, yeah. Was it the Chargers, the Rams, and the Eagles? Oh, yeah. Taste that L juice, baby. Taste it. Let's go.
The disrespect. Wow. I'm not even going to comment. Oh, wow. Trey Lance after the bye. Wow. If they just want to let $50 million sit on the sideline, that's up to them. But I think that makes you crazy. Whoever made that comment, that makes you crazy.
Oh, right, you know that.
So, here we go. All right. So for my does that make me crazy? This one is going out on a limb, but I don't think that this team will win maybe 2 games this season. And it's kind of sad because this is not what I expected with a new quarterback coming in with a new feel of the team. But I do not think the Carolina Panthers are going to win any more games. They got the Dolphins coming up. They got the Texans. They got the Colts. They got the Bears, and I think the Bears will win another game. They got the Panthers again. I mean, they got the Cowboys. They got the Titans. They got the Bucks. They got the Saints. They got the Falcons, the Green Bay Packers, the Jaguars, and then the Bucks again. I think it is done for the Carolina Panthers. I doubt that they win 2 games this season. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy.
I said it. I'm sorry, Carolina fans. I'm sorry. But I was looking at the schedule earlier today, and I just don't think you guys have a slight chance on winning a game.
That's rough, Janae. That's kind of rough.
I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. Don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
You know what? Because you already think I'm crazy, and you guys have already said, Sean, you're kind of crazy. And I did say Washington was going to win the next 3, and we lost the first one. But, if you thought that I was crazy then, buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm going to go ahead and say it. It wasn't a fluke Thursday night. The turn around is starting. The Chicago Bears will win at least 5 more games this year. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy.
Well, they started to feel good last week against you guys. So you may have sparked a little energy into that.
I need this.
Bear Stadium. So they're gonna bear down. They're gonna bear down. I don't think you're crazy on that, Sean. I think they could possibly win some games.
Yeah,
let's hope so. We will see. All right, Sean. Since you wanted to go there,
let's do it. Let's go.
Since you wanted to drive down my lane, it's only right that I make you reverse it back onto your lane, okay?
Come on.
That not only will Washington not make the playoffs.
Oh my goodness.
But they will officially finally, Ron Rivera will lose his job after this season of all the excuses of everybody running through a wall for him and getting no wins. They will finally part ways with Ron Rivera after this season. No questions asked. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy.
Woo, the time is coming. The time is coming.
I'm trying, Ron. Oh, there, look.
He's been riding for you a long time.
Yeah.
Around week 13, I totally agree. Around week 13, they're finally going to, it's the epiphany that I've been trying to tell Sean since he came over from a losing Carolina team to a losing Washington team. He is not the guy that's going to be able to fix the problems. And after year 4, I'm finally thinking I see the light through my brother's eyes. I think it's clicking on that his coach, the one that he loves, is got there. He's out of there.
I can't even, Janae. Look, Brandon said
if they fire Ron, that will be a winning season. Hey, it's inevitable. What is it? Inevitable.
Inevitable. Yeah. It's not even close to crazy, Janae. It's not even close to crazy. It's gonna happen. Oh my goodness, Ron's gonna be on that riverboat. Oh God,
the riverboat Ron. Hey, I'm telling you, I've been telling Sean for years. But the excitement, the unexcitement, it's going to happen. They got new management. They got new people in that front office. They're not going to tolerate it. No matter how much you love Ron, no matter how great of a guy he is, he does not deserve to be a head coach.
Listen, all I know is North Carolina football is doing great right now, all right? We're undefeated.
We're not talking about North Carolina football.
Sorry, I'm saying. Good God.
All right, everybody, man. We are super excited that you guys joined the show on today. We got one more segment left, and it is our longest running segment. Man. The Down and Dirty, baby. The Down and Dirty, man. Where me and Sean get to end the show the way we want to end it. Whatever we want to say, that's how we end the show. It could be anything, ranging from anything and anywhere, but we hope that you receive it, take it, use it, whatever. If not, give us your Down and Dirty, man, because this is what the show is about, where we want to just talk to each other, this family of Let's Talk Football. Sean, what is your Down and Dirty, baby?
Yo, Down and Dirty is you never know how one event will lead to another event, will lead to a third one, and it'll just keep going down the line. I work at my side job at a church, but as a result of working at that church, some people start to skew the view of you from being a worker and an actual parishioner. So from there on a Sunday, I'm not actually able to serve, because once people see you, they're like, hey, can I get you to do X, Y, and Z? Yes. So for a while, I had, for my own sanity and my own, mental health, I had to take a step back. because it was putting me in a place where I wasn't able to have my worship time because I'm now doing this. Now my mind is totally off track because I'm
100%.
frustrated about this. So like I said, I hadn't gone for a while. And then, see, there's always a ram in the bush. My homegirl hit me up and she said, man, we need somebody to do the kind of thing you do here in the studio where, you're producing the stuff and this and that. And I was like, man, that's dope. Okay, yeah, all right. And I didn't do it first, but you kept hitting me up. And Janae, you kept coming back at me. And I've been doing it almost every week since you asked me, and I've been going hard doing that. But the bigger part of that is that I've been in church on Sunday, every Sunday, being there, getting that good word, hearing that good music that I'm going to share because people need to hear y'all sing like angels straight up. So what I want to say is, you just never know. Whatever it is you believe in or follow or whatever would have you, you never know what step is going to lead you to that path to get to that direction. This is what it did for me, and I really appreciate that from Janae and from Bishop, her mom, and that whole family just accepted me and brought me in. And I needed it, and it was definitely great for me. So just be receptive to those type of things, because you never know when that little event, all of a sudden, something you've been asking for and didn't come back in the way that you might have thought it was going to come back. Me going to a church, sitting in and like it. No, you brought me in on another way, something that is a desire of my heart, which is this, and put me back in that lane. And all of a sudden, I've been here in the last 3 or 4 weeks, and it's one of the best parts of my day, of my week. So yeah. Love to you, Janae. You already know what it is.
Baby.
You already know.
That's what I'm talking about. You never know what life is going to bring you, man. I'm super excited. Sean has just brought a life to our church. I just love having him there, man. It's awesome. It is awesome. He is absolutely right on that, man. For my down and dirty, man, there is a television show that I was not aware of until my wife told me about it. And I'm actually so far behind on it that it actually ended in 2019. But it was a great show. I just finished it. And I figured for my down and dirty, I want to tell you guys about the show if you haven't heard about it, because it's about the NFL. It's about, it's a great show. It's a show called Ballers. I don't know if anybody's heard about the show called Ballers, but it's starring The Rock. And basically he goes from a player to then becoming an agent and then ultimately becoming a owner of the Chiefs, right? So he went through all these facets, and then, but regardless of anything, he's always remained the mindset of a player. Owners have always been owners. They've always had money. They don't need to look at it from a player's point of view, because at the end of the day, they're the ones getting the fat checks. But in this realm, the show was so powerful because The Rock was basically in the show able to open up eyes and try to do more things for the players in a owner mindset. So if you haven't heard, it's on Netflix. The show is called Ballers. It's a fantastic show. It's got 5 seasons. I'm really sad that I just finished it because I'm like, wow, man, that was a fantastic put together show. I'm sad it's over, but I want you guys to watch it. If you've never watched it before, it is fantastic. I actually wish in my mind that they would bring it back because it was so good, understanding that, these popular people were on it. They had Denzel Washington's son, John David Washington, is a star on it. Dwayne The Rock, Omar Benson Miller. The show it's packed with stars, but it is a fantastic show. I want you guys to tune in. Let me know how you feel. It's all about the NFL. It's all about the behind the scenes players, what they go through, the ups and downs, the troubles that they get in, what it takes to get back in the league, because they are human beings. Sometimes we do mess up, but it's a fantastic show. If you have Netflix, please tune in, watch it. I don't think it came out on Netflix like originally. I think it's on Max. I think it was a Max show. Max is on Max. But definitely got to check out the show, Alex. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed from the beginning. I think they're only a half-an-hour episodes, so you can get through it pretty fast. But I had to make sure my Let's Talk Football family knew about the show because I didn't know about it. It's already over. It was done in 2019, but a fantastic 5 seasons. It really was. Please let me know what you guys think about it. But that was going to be my down and dirty for this week because I really wanted you guys to there's stuff out there that talks about the NFL that gives you the in and out, but I just like it that it got the The Rock was a player, made his way all the way up to eventually be an owner and bring the true feelings of a player into an owner's perspective. So please tune in, watch it. That is mine. I hope you wrote it down. Ballers. I think it was on Max. It's on Hulu, Amazon, Netflix. There's ways you can watch it. I just looked it up. Please tune in and watch it. You won't be disappointed, I promise. And that is my Down and Dirty.
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yo, we got an update. The Raiders took the lead in the Jacoby Myers touchdown. They're up 7-3 in the second quarter. Hey, there we go. There we go.
They're going to make it a game. It's going to be a game, baby.
Come on.
It's going to be a game, man. That's probably why my dad ain't hit me up yet, because I know he usually would call me and beat me up about my Cowboys, but because the Raiders had to play today, maybe he's holding off.
He said, hold up. Look, that's why I didn't hit you up. I know.
And
as a matter of fact, weren't we playing fantasy this week?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. I'm not playing you up, am I?
I'm playing. No. I think you hit me up and said you were, but
I'm losing. Whoever I'm playing, I'm freaking losing. So
okay,
don't matter.
So I'm playing somebody in fantasy, and I had Deebo Samuels and I had Kittle. So obviously, the points I got. But the rest of my team has been terrible. I started Sam Howell in the Washington defense. So, yeah. Sam didn't do bad, but that Washington defense got negative points. So
yeah. I'm pretty much getting crushed. I'm getting crushed. Man, oh man. But hey, guys, that is what it is. You already know, man. We were super excited that you guys tuned in today. Man, you guys make the show. Believe it or not, me and Sean are just honored to have you guys here week to week. Pushing it through with us, man, being active, talking to us, man. You make the show. Tune in next Monday. It is every Monday, y'all. So right after a stressful day of your first day of the work day, come and relax with us on Monday night and get to cool down right before this NFL games happen.
Come on,
it's just a good atmosphere. We like to come. We have fun. We keep it honest. Both of our teams are sucking, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We're diehard fans. So y'all know how it goes. Every team has a season. So stick it out with us, man. Sean, you got anything to say before we go?
Come on.
We love you too, Johnny.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Love all you guys watching and listening. Awesome show, guys. Absolutely. Yo, definitely.
Thank you.
Hey, we're going to give it to you straight, even if we're good, if we're not. Keep joining, keep watching and tuning in because it's a good time. Absolutely. And when my team comes back, you're really going to see that.
All right, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. Peace out. We'll see y'all next week, baby. Let's go.
Peace.
Go Cowboys.
Oh, what is this nonsense? How you going to end on that noise?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.